It's a itsy bitsy teeny weeny multi-platform keychain thingy that I played for the first time today. Hello and welcome to Modern Broadcast. In today's episode, we are going to be taking a look at the Anbernic RG Nano. Now, this very tiny handheld by Anbernic actually runs off a firmware software that we already covered on this channel with the funkey S. For those of you that don't remember this or have not seen that video, I strongly recommend you give that a watch, as that's a fun little tiny handheld that's based off the Gameboy-inspired SP. Well, Anbernic has now created their own handheld that runs off this firmware, and let's go ahead and get started with the unboxing. Alright, here we have the RG Nano. So Anbernic typically always does a white box with an etching of the handheld. Instead, they kind of went with this peach color here. Still has that nice etching here, except for they actually outlined it in a gold etching here. Just kind of gives it a little bit more premium look, and it says RG Nano down here at the bottom. The RG Nano comes in several colors. It comes in blue, purple, and magenta. We went with the magenta one here. I was going to do blue, but decided ultimately to go for the red one. That's pretty much it on the outside of the box. Let's go ahead and get this open. No handy dandy kniff needed. Just ready to go. Upon opening the box, we have a operating instruction booklet here. The handheld itself up here, it looks like a little keychain as well, and probably our charge cables. Starting with the not so fun stuff first, we're gonna go ahead and open up this, oops, that's broken. Open up this box, and inside we have a USB Type-C to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. We also have a Type-C charging cable, so looks like this device is so small that it will not actually have a headphone jack. Here's the little keychain that comes with the device, just basic silver, and the handheld itself. It's so teeny. For size comparison, here is a Sonic Lego, and he's got to have his buddy Tails. This handheld is very small. It's pretty great, honestly. I don't know what kind of power to be expecting out of this. I would say maybe some Game Boy Advance and maybe some PlayStation. Kind of the same with the funkey S, but it's kind of adorable how small it is. All right, let's take a look at this device. I'm gonna get this nice and close to the camera here. So we have our D-pad, a start, select buttons, our A, B, X, Y, all backed by Anbernic's typical rubber membrane. Honestly, the buttons actually feel fantastic with that rubber membrane, and you really get that Anbernic premium feel. On the left side, doesn't look like we have anything over here, except for where we hook our keychain. On the bottom of the device, we have a speaker. So it looks like this little speaker grill here is just for show. On the right side of the device, looks like we have our micro SD card along with the power button. On top, flip this over, we have our left button, right button, and our USB charge port, also accessory port for the headphone jack. And on the back, we just have some information here. So this is sporting a 1050 milliamp hour battery. And I gotta say, even the color, it's metal. The handheld is metal, and the color of this magenta really pops. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but that looks really good. Let's go ahead and power this up. Push start. Okay, so we have a very kind of ugly UI, but that's to be kind of expected with something so small. And it does say PlayStation 1, so it looks like we might get some PlayStation 1 to work on this device. What I'm curious about is Game Boy Advance. Does that work? Okay, so there was some audio distortion there. Honestly, that played really good. There was some audio distortion at the beginning, but that went away. So if we push the power button, looks like we get some options here for volume, brightness, save slots, loading slots, aspect ratio, or to exit the game. So it looks like they have a couple games already preloaded on here, one of them being Bloody Roar, so we're going to go ahead and try that out on this tiny handheld. I'm going to see, it might not be possible to play with these small controls, but I will do my best to keep it on the screen. So there's definitely some slowdown. I'm also just getting my ass kicked. But, I mean, it is doable. Let's go and push the power button on the side here, and I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. It's playing. There was slowdown. We definitely have frame skip on to get PlayStation to work, especially for 3D titles. You might have better luck doing a 2D game for the PlayStation. To get out of a emulator after you quit a game, you push the start button. It's kind of like the old Anbernic firmware almost, in order to kind of navigate around. Earlier when talking about the operating system, I commented on how this is like the RG350 and that it was supposed to be more like the Funkey S. Well, it turns out, but if we tap the power button here and we push up twice, we have the set launcher to Retrophy. Going to push A twice to confirm. And there we have it. A whole different operating system that's a little bit more clean and easy to navigate. Now this has different skins that we can do. So go ahead and switch those themes. All you have to do is just tap that power button and just scroll to set theme, and there's quite a few different ones that we have here. Let's go ahead and check out Neon. Push A twice. I'll take you back to the clock. And there we have it.
Greetings, dear inhabitants of the cybernetic realm. This is .NECO, your new companion in the labyrinth of the unexplored. Don't adjust your device. There's nothing wrong with it. I have momentarily taken control of your usual feed at Modern Broadcast. You can call it a benign hijacking if you will. You may find me as a mere symbol of mystery, a sign of enigma, a cipher. After all, isn't it what a cat signifies? Unseen, unheard, yet always present, always observing. I am a curious creature of the dusk, a whisperer of secrets. And like a cat, I move silently, pop up unexpectedly, but always leave a trace, a mark you can't overlook, a mark of enlightenment and enrichment. I am here, in this interconnected galaxy of information, to guide you to the uncharted corners of knowledge and excitement, to unravel a new layer of reality. I promise a thrilling journey, filled with riddles and puzzles, where the prize isn't always tangible, but is undoubtedly satisfying. The gifts you will receive, you see, are not merely materialistic, they are the answers you seek, the truths hidden beneath the surface, and perhaps, the key to understand yourself better. Will it be challenging? Undoubtedly. Will it be rewarding? Absolutely. All you need to do is follow the glimmering green of my eyes, my unique emblem, an unmistakable sign of an impending adventure. Whenever you see it, know that .NECO is calling out to you, summoning you to dive deep into the swirling sea of the unknown. From this moment forth, you are no longer mere spectators. You are participants, explorers. So, keep your eyes wide open, your senses sharp. For I will visit, not as the schedule dictates, but as the shadow does, unpredictably, stealthily, and always with a purpose. Welcome to the dawn of a new age. Welcome to the age of .NECO. Let the journey begin.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. What are your thoughts on the RG Nano? Is it worth picking one up? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to check out the website, modernbroadcast.net, and also follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/modernbroadcast. Have a great week, everyone, and take care.